Good afternoon, everyone. This is Victoria, and I am back with To My Young Self. I know you have been waiting. I have been waiting as well, but we have been doing all we can to see that we bring it back in the best, most efficient, effective, and productive way. Okay, so I am live right now on Radio 360 and we are on DAB. So you can listen to it on your radio while you're having a shower, while you're driving, while you're eating, while you're having a snack. Yeah, so today's episode is it's a very very dear one to me. Very dear, very dear. And I think is one area that most of us got it wrong, especially growing up as young adults. I, for one, when you're in the courts, they say, lift your hands and put your hands on the Bible. Do you? Right. So, I, for one, is one area where I believe I did not get it right as a young girl, especially as a teenager growing up. You know, growing up in Africa, some of you understand how the environment on which we grew up was very, very different to what we see today. So we didn't really have that opportunity to be schooled properly because, in Africa then, in the time when I was growing up, when I was much younger, we really didn't pay much attention to some basic things that now affects us positively or negatively in our adult life. And one major area I want to start with in this new series is keeping healthy boundaries. Now, this is for young girls, young boys growing up. Even if you have a child from the age of 8, 5, 6, teaching them how to keep healthy boundaries. Because, first of all, let's read what a boundary is. What's a boundary? Okay. So I did a little, very quick, to be honest. Where is my definition now? Okay. What is a boundary? So it says a boundary is a line which marks the limits of an area. So a boundary is a line which marks the limit of an area. In understanding what a boundary is, I'm sure some of us have live in a building that has gates or that has a fence. Now that is a boundary that demarcates your house from the next person. So it intentionally tells the next neighbor, don't encroach into my space, and I wouldn't encroach into your space. And if I do need to encroach, I take permission. If you do need to encroach, you take permission, or you're making me aware. Can I come into your compound? Or so boundary is so very important in growing up as a young person. There was this statement I heard recently that says a boundary protects you and protects others. So you're a young girl growing up. Of course, in this time and age, most young people are very what's the word? Very inclined, or will I say inclined? Very intelligent and smart compared to our time, right? And so there's so many things that you necessarily will not expect a teenager or a young adult to be exposed to, but they're exposed to it. Now, how do you as a parent or even as a young person protect yourself against things that you should not know or things that you should not be involved with, especially in the aspect of the boyfriend and girlfriend kind of thing? Yeah. First of all, as a girl, let me speak to the girls. Girls, come closer. You must understand your self-worth, and keeping a boundary to protect yourself shows that you love yourself. So